Hello there again. Me again, Inspirational post by Leverson. Right, just going to get straight into it. It's just something that I wrote down yesterday as I was just going through things and thinking things through my mind, and just how things I believe that we can achieve and what we can do if we just have the right mindset. Okay, I just want to get straight into it today. Okay, so I'm not going to faff about as I normally do, or just go on for 3-4 minutes then get into it. I'm just going to get straight into what I wrote down. Okay, so it just goes like this. But there again, I can't help myself. Thank you for everybody that's subscribed. Thank you for everybody that's given a thumbs up, and everybody that's leaving a comment who's like-minded. I haven't got any time for anybody that doesn't want to come along the journey, because they'll find their journey when they need to. They'll find their time. So all I want to tell you is thank you very much, and keep leaving your comments about where you are, where you're going, and what you're going to do with yourself when you get there to the place that you need to get to. Okay, so just goes like this. Once again, just thank you very much. Don't let your ego get in the way of changing your life for the better. The poor are fighting fearfully of knowing that they had the power to change their circumstances all this time. You have to unlock your potential to maximize your own life's purpose. You have to learn about yourself rather than merely saying, I can't do that. Self-belief comes in the approach. We all have a built-in natural learning capability to learn. This is not new. How did we learn to walk? Step by step, little by little. We are empty vessels into which everything has to be poured. We are more like acorns, which contains within it all the potential to be magnificent oak trees. We need nourishment, encouragement, and the light to reach towards. But the oak tree-ness is already within us. We must more importantly question the old habits of a negative mindset and get away from the old habits, die hard thoughts. Old habits die hard and old ones persist, even though most of us know our limitations. We have to be more like the oak sapling, grown from acorns in the wild, quickly develop a single hair-thin taproot that seeks out water. We, the poor, have to extend our taproot to find our new habits and greatness and purpose. The poor should take themselves beyond the limitations of their own knowledge. But everyone needs a mentor. In Greek mythology, it was reported that, I hope I'm saying this right, Odysseus, when setting out to Troy, entrusting his house and his education to his son Telemachus, hope I've said that right as well, to his friend, mentor, tell him what you know. That's how mentoring became, and how we'd listen to other people other people would leave to look after us. It's like, as I was growing up, my mother left me a lot of times with my grandfather as she went to work, and as my dad went to work as well. So obviously Clay, my grandfather, obviously looked after me, gave me nurture, gave me love, care, attention, And if I can be like a quarter of a half of the man that he was, because he never swore, never rose his voice, and he always was just immaculate. But he was good inside as he was outside as well. You can live the life you live. You can live the life that you wish if you look after yourself like we are looking after someone else that we love. And to me, just writing things down like that helps me anyhow. It helps me to put things into purpose. And then it helps me to look back at other people that did things for me. That thing there about having a mentor. We all need a mentor in life. We all can't just do everything by ourselves. We might think that we can, but we can't. We do need somebody to guide us in the right way and to shape sometimes what we think. But it doesn't mean to say that we can't have our own opinions still. We can either agree or we can disagree, or we can come to the same sort of conclusion to say, you know what, yeah, we're here on common ground now. So we actually believe that, as I said, my grandfather, he was a fantastic, beautiful, tall, good looking, just a beautiful man. He was a tailor by trade back home in Barbados, West Indies. And he was just so cool. So obviously, things that he showed me from when I was little are still implanted on me. It's definitely had an effect on me for sure, because to have a man look after you instead of a woman, it's not. It's very rare, really, because normally it's women that would be, even going back then, that would be looking after and stuff. Even though he was working as well, he would really look after me, and all the good things that I know hasn't just come from my mum, haven't just come from my dad, and relatives, but obviously he's had a big part to play in that as well. So without sometimes me even thinking about that deeply, but sometimes we think old habits that we have die hard, and we forget certain things, or we don't want to progress because, as that saying goes, we're sometimes stuck in our ways and we don't think that we can move on. And I'd say that the poor especially, they just think, okay, if we are just managing, it's okay. We don't have to. If we're just surviving, that's okay, as long as we're good for the weekend. We're good because we've got a little bit of beer money in our pocket. We're good because we can just put enough petrol in the car, and we can just about get to A to B, or we can just about afford to have like holidays and nice things and everything else. But it's about changing your perspective as a person, and thinking, having a higher thinking, or having a higher purpose, and having a higher purpose of respect, I'd say, for yourself. Because why should you just have to get by? And that's what I'm saying by respect. I'm not saying that I'm slagging you off or slagging you off how you live and everything else, because you know what, everybody, not everybody, but quite obviously quite a few of us, like, we fall on hard times where we're looking down the back of the city and stuff for change and God knows what, and we're we're trying to rustle up a meal through certain things that we've just got left over in the cupboards or the freezer or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So if we want better, we have to do better. We can't just say, you know what, yeah, it'll be all right. It doesn't matter. We have to do for us. We have to put the hard work in. We have to put this sort of old habits and the negativity behind us, to say that, you know what, we're as good as anybody else out there if we just do certain things in a certain way, because there is a blueprint out there. Anybody can follow it. Anybody can follow somebody else's plan, what they've had. If they can't do it through, obviously, through the written word, Obviously, somebody can tell them, somebody can talk to them about it, and you can take the information in that way. There is always a solution to a problem. It doesn't mean to say that you're going to be stuck in your same circumstances because you're not the greatest reader or you're not the greatest writer. But as long as you can retain information and hold it, you can do something with that. If you've got the drive and you've got the willpower and got the purpose to do something, you can do it. So there is no harm in breaking old habits. There's no harm with changing your perspective and thinking that there isn't any more that you can give, or thinking that you can't achieve, because you can achieve absolute greatness, but it's having the snap, it's having the mentor, it's having that person to say, you know what, you can do it. You can do what you want to do. You can have everything that you want. As I've said, obviously within reason, you can have everything that you want. You can have, why shouldn't you have a nice home? Why shouldn't you have a nice car? Wouldn't you have nice clothes? I know, yes, it's all material stuff, but why shouldn't you have nice material stuff? Not saying that you're going out to brag or boast, but why shouldn't you, as when you walk and you kick your shoes off, you've got beautiful surroundings, it's comfortable, it's relaxing, it's nice, it's really nice, and it's beautiful, and it's a home, and you're not worried about bills hitting on the floor. Why not? Why shouldn't you have that? Why shouldn't you be able to achieve that? But only you can achieve that by getting yourself around the right people, as I'll say all the time. With that mentoring story there, you'll go back and take a look at it. If somebody has left somebody else in charge of you to say, you know what, teach them everything, teach them something, teach them everything, so they can prosper, so you can be like the oak tree. Your root goes down deep, it's finding water, but then you're still going to grow upwards, and you're going to grow out, and you're going to be the strongest that you've ever known, or anybody else has ever known. So you're changing your appearance, you're changing your character for the better, but you're growing with growth. So you do need somebody in your corner that's going to help you. So that person who looked after the young man as he was going to Troy, he says, will you look after my son, and will you look after my home? So he mentored him through, and that's who was his name, mentor. And why shouldn't you have a mentor? We all need somebody. We all need somebody that we can turn to and say, you know what, I can just move forward with myself. I really can. That's all you have to do, is just have that belief in yourself. But it's finding the starting point. Have your starting point. Your starting point can be from this moment forward. So thank you very much for everybody that subscribed. Thank you for the people that are coming along on this journey. For the people that are falling off on the wayside, that they're going to find their own way. They're going to find their own purpose. They might or they might not, but hopefully they will also. So thank you for the guys that are subscribing, and the girls, guys and girls as well. And all I can say is make sure that you have a great day. As I said, I do this daily, not doing it for anything else apart from service, to help one, to teach one to help one. This, I've got the time to put this in, so why not? Why shouldn't I? If you can hear anything there at the moment, it's my son next door going mad on this. Yeah, going crazy as he normally does. But as I said, it's teenagers, hey? But for yourself, you just have to make sure that you do it for yourself. So on that note, inspirational post by Leverson. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day, but start and find your mentor. Okay? Have a great day. Take care. Bye. Oh, see you tomorrow.